Did you know that somewhere between 40 to 70% of women struggle with low libido at some point in their lives? And even fewer realize that the solution is not about hormones or getting a new sex toy to spice things up. My name is Hannah, also known as the Libido Fairy, and I've helped over 1,800 women in long-term relationships reignite desire, feel more connected to their bodies, and actually enjoy sex again. And today I'm going to share 7 surprising ways that you can boost your libido, even if it's been missing for months or years. This is for you. So if you're struggling with low libido, you've probably felt like something is wrong with you. Maybe you love your partner, but you never feel like you're in the mood. You avoid sex or just go through the motions to keep the peace. And when you do try to fix it, the advice is either have a glass of wine or just relax or spice things up, or maybe your hormones are broken. But the truth is desire is so much more complex than that. Stress, overworking, people-pleasing, trauma, body image, disconnection from pleasure, those things all play a role in reducing desire, and no amount of maca root powder or hormone supplements are going to fix those things until you actually address the root. What most women don't realize is that sexual desire has so much to do with context and safety, nervous system regulation, body image, connection, playfulness, pleasure, relationship dynamics, and sexual satisfaction. So unless you're looking at the full picture, you're actually missing the things that can actually help. So let's get into 7 tools that can actually help shift your desire because they address what's happening deeper than the surface stuff. So number 1, examine your inner world. So much of what happens in the bedroom starts as a story in our mind. We loop repetitive thoughts and beliefs about sex that shape our behavior in relationships and in the bedroom. For example, I used to believe that sex was just for men and that sex was my duty in relationships. And these kinds of beliefs led me to never exploring my own pleasure and just having sex out of obligation. Even beliefs like I'm not a sexual person or I just have to have sex to keep my partner happy are repeating loops of thought that are completely unhelpful when it comes to actually having desire in relationships. So I encourage you to first just get curious about what kinds of thoughts that you run when it comes to sex. Ask yourself, when I think about sex, what comes to mind? What is sex for? Why do I want to have sex? Why don't I want to have sex? What was I taught about sex growing up? What did I learn about sex and intimacy from watching my role models? And start to build awareness of what's running your unconscious behaviors in the bedroom. Now, I'm going to share the next 6 surprising libido boosters, but if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on sex, intimacy, and relationships. Okay, tip number 2 is to support your nervous system. Your body cannot access arousal if it is constantly stuck in survival mode. So if you are stressed, or anxious, or checking things off to your to-do list, you might be operating in a state of fight or flight or freeze or shutdown, and you need to move into a space of rest, receive, and regulation. And this can be as simple as doing breath work before intimacy, going for a long walk, dancing to a song that you really love, taking a hot shower, or a 5-minute stretch where you just let your body slow down. Try this before sex. Lie belly to belly or face to face with your partner and takes 10 slow, deep breaths together, synced up. You're going to be amazed at how much faster your body opens up when it feels safe. Number 3, add more non-sexual touch. If the only time that you're getting touched is when your partner wants something sexual, your body will start associating all of that touch with potentially pressure. That's not sexy, it's stressful. So instead, try to introduce more neutral, nurturing, or playful non-sexual touch. Think back rubs with no agenda, holding each other, play wrestling, foot rubs, any type of touch that says, I want to connect with you, not I want something from you. This builds safety and trust, which are foundations for desire. Number 4, focus on your pleasure, not on your partner's. So many women are stuck in performing in bed, thinking about how they look, if they're doing it right, if their partner is enjoying it. But the truth is that when you're trying to make the experience good for someone else, you are disconnected from your own experience and your own pleasure. You have to make sex about you. The more you are satisfied from your sexual experience, the more you're going to want it. So ask yourself, maybe even during sex, what would feel really good to me right now? Really tune in to whether you're enjoying the experience, and if you're not, you need to say something. If you need to go slower to be able to focus, to even know if that's happening, ask for that. This is your permission slip to please immediately right now stop doing things that don't feel good during sex just because you're afraid that you're going to ruin the mood. When you focus on your turn on and your pleasure, desire will come back naturally. Okay, number 5, use fantasy and imagination. This one is so underrated because your brain is your biggest sex organ. If you never allow yourself to fantasize, to daydream, to get curious about what turns you on, you are leaving desire on the table. I recommend reading erotica, maybe watching a spicy movie, letting yourself write an erotic story, or asking your partner to share about one of their fantasies with you in elaborate detail. You don't have to act out your fantasies to benefit from them. Just giving yourself permission to go there mentally can ignite new, exciting energy in your body. Okay, number 6. Reclaim sensuality and pleasure outside of the bedroom. When was the last time that you wore something that genuinely made you feel good? Not because someone else would see you, but because you felt just like radiant, like sunshine or sexy in that outfit. Your libido isn't just about sex. It's about how alive you feel in your body. So do things that really stimulate that aliveness, especially sensual pleasures. Wear the silky robe. Put lotion on slowly, light incense, or listen to music that makes you feel turned on and hot and joyful and playful and fun. Sensuality is about the way that you move through your life. And the more you bring pleasure into your daily life, the more it spills over into your sex life and your turn on. Okay, number 7, talk to your partner about sex when you are not having it. This is huge. Most couples only talk about sex when something's going wrong or in the middle of it. Instead, try to set a time to talk about it openly. Maybe you're on a walk or during a drive or a slow morning. Just say something like, hey, I've been wanting to feel more connected with you, and I think our intimacy could feel even better. Can we talk about what we each want a little bit more of? This opens the door to collaboration instead of blame or wrong or defensiveness, and desire thrives in that kind of emotional safety. If you take one thing away from this video, I want it to be this: that your desire for sex is not something that you just magically get back out of the blue. This is something that you rebuild intentionally by creating connection to yourself. It's not about forcing yourself to want it. It's about genuinely listening to what your body needs and giving that to yourself over and over and over because you deserve it. So to recap, the 7 surprising ways to boost your libido are: examine your beliefs, regulate your nervous system, try non-sexual touch, focus on your pleasure, use fantasy, reclaim sensuality, talk about sex when you're not having it. And if you enjoyed this video, but you are really struggling to understand why you don't feel desire in your relationship, check out this video where I explain the real reasons why women lose interest and what to do about it. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.